Hi, the title of my presentation is Cover Crop Management for Cotton. I'm Dr. Gene Stevens and I'm project leader of the cropping systems team at the University of Missouri Fisher Delta Center in Portersville. The Missouri Delta is a unique part of the state because the land is nearly flat. Over the years, farmers have removed trees to make way for larger field equipment. But the trees were important windbreaks which helped reduce dust and sandstorms. During the early 1990s, farmers in the Delta had problems with strong winds causing blowing sand injury on cotton seedlings. Often the worst winds were in mid-May around Mother's Day. Sometimes fields had to be replanted, or if the plants did not die, the leaves on the young cotton leaves were burned and the plant growth and maturity was delayed a couple of weeks. Field research at the Delta Center showed that planting winter wheat in cotton row middles in the fall and killing it with herbicides in the spring provides wind protection for cotton. It is usually not necessary to broadcast wheat seed on the top of the beds, just the middles. In this study, cotton yields were increased using wheat cover. Anemometer wind gauges placed near the cotton seedlings showed reduced wind speeds in wheat cover crops compared to conventional cotton. Today, planting wheat cover is a common practice, especially on the Kennett and Section ridges where soils are sandy. In further research, we identified an optimal window for killing the wheat. The wheat needs to grow long enough for stems to become stiff at joining and stand up after it is dead. But if the wheat continues to grow in late May or June, it may compete with cotton for moisture. This photo shows a field where the wheat stubble did not stand up after being killed because burned down herbicides was sprayed too early. Windy conditions do not occur every year. Over time, farmers became interested in cover crops for improving soil health, not just for wind protection. This is Austrian winter peas planted in cotton row middles at the MU Rhodes Farm at Clarkton. The winter weed with purple flowers growing on the cotton beds is henbit. It dies in late spring or is easily killed with burned down herbicide. This plot was planted with rapeseed. This plot had a blend of winter peas, rye, and tillage radishes. This table shows cotton yields with different covers planted alone and in blends. Although we saw a trend towards higher yields with cover crops compared to no cover, no significant statistical difference was found in the low wind environments. To get an idea of soil health in producer fields, we sampled 50 cotton fields across southeast Missouri. Microorganisms give off carbon dioxide as they respire, and this is a good indicator of soil health. Here a student is using a large syringe to suck air from buried metal rings in a cotton field. A special analytical glass vial inserted in the suction tube shows different amounts of blue color depending on the CO2 concentration in the soil air. According to the color indicator, high soil CO2 levels were recorded in this cotton field with wheat cover in the row middle near Zenith, Missouri. It shows that the microbes were active in this field. Also, as part of the study, we sent samples from the fields to the Soil Health Lab in Columbia to measure microbial biomass with the phospholipid fatty acid method. This chart from the field shows only slight increases in total microbial biomass from planting cover crops. It may take 5 or more years to see the soil health benefits from cover crops in our field plots and growing fields. The phospholipid fatty acid test is good for measuring soil microbial biomass, but it is an expensive lab procedure. It costs $50 per sample. We found that a soil active carbon test correlated well with fatty acids and only cost $10 per sample. In summary, we found in windy environments, planting winter wheat in cotton middles reduced cotton seedling injury and significantly increased lint yield. Cover crops increased soil CO2 respiration in grower fields. Improving soil health may take several years to produce higher cotton yields. And soil active carbon correlated well with the more expensive phospholipid fatty acid test for measuring soil microbial biomass. Funding for this research was provided by Missouri cotton farmers, the State Support Committee, and Cotton Incorporated. Without your help, this work would not have been possible. Thank you for watching this virtual field day presentation. If you have any questions about our research, call or email me at the address on the screen. Thank you.